Okay, good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is DlalaZiMpintshi, and I am your host for the DlalaZiMpintshi show. This is a quiz show by the Department of Sports and Arts and Culture, and this is basically to get you in the feel of things, to celebrate our sports, our arts and culture, and to also celebrate Human Rights Month. So, I will explain the rules of the game. Okay. But before I do that, I will introduce to you guys the contestants of the show. We have Vivian Lunika, Salatiso Kunguluza, and Ayanda Ngozi. Okay. And from here in forth, we will address them as Vivian, Salatiso, and Ayanda. Am I clear?
Yes.
Okay. So without further ado, let's get right into the game. Okay. So this is pretty much like put your faith in a friend, which is similar to the SABC One Friends Like These game, you know. And I will basically ask you a few questions about sports, arts, and culture, and I will also ask you questions about the Human Rights Month. Okay. In order for you to win the grand prize, which will be announced in the later stage of the show, you will have to get at least 7 out of 10 of these questions in two sets of questions. So you must get at least 14 out of 20 questions correct for you to be in the running for the grand prize. Am I clear?
Oh.
Yes. Okay. Any questions?
Oh, I hope they are not hard questions.
Oh no, don't worry. It's general knowledge, general South African knowledge. It's very home-based, nothing extreme. So if you generally know South African history, not a lot of history, you don't have to be a top quiz person for that. But if you have a sense of knowledge, you should be fine. Okay.
Okay.
Should we get right into the questions?
Yes.
No problem. You have 10 seconds to deliberate on the correct answer amongst you guys. You can nominate any of you guys can answer any question. It doesn't have to be one person every time. And the first category is for sports, arts, and culture. Question 1. At which race course is the Durban July running every year? You have 4 options. Turffontein, Scottsville, Greyville, and Clearwood. I'll repeat the options. Turffontein, Scottsville, Greyville, and Clearwood. This is where the Durban July is run.
Clearwood.
Unfortunately, that's the incorrect answer. It's Greyville.
Oh God.
It's in Durban.
The next question. Who is the current Springbok rugby captain? Of the following five options. Peter Steph du Toit, Dwayne Vermeulen, Sia Kolisi, Eben Etterberg, and Warren Whiteley.
Sia Kolisi.
100% correct. Okay. This requires for you to have a little bit of knowledge about soccer. Question 3. How many goals did Benny McCarthy score in Orlando Pirates' last game of the 2011-2012 match against Golden Arrows? Think back a little bit. It's the soccer match versus of Orlando Pirates versus Golden Arrows. Okay. And the Bucks won the title. How many goals did they score? Is it A, 1, 2, 0, or 3, 2? A, 1, B, 0, or C, 2? How many?
Sleep.
Yes, 100% correct. It's 2 goals. Okay. Perfect. Next question. Next question. How old was Caster Semenya when she started getting noticed in competitions? Of the 4 options below. A, is it 19? B, is it 20? C, 21? Or D, 18?
I think she was 19. So that's A.
19.
A.
Unfortunately, you were close. The answer is D, 18. Okay. Number 5. This requires a little bit of knowledge. It's a more African-based question rather than a South African-based question. Do you know Africa's longest-serving leader? I'm gonna ask again. Do you know who Africa's longest-serving leader is? I'm gonna give you the options. Jomo Kenyatta of Kenya, Teodoro Obiang of Equatorial Guinea, Nelson Mandela of South Africa, and Robert Mugabe of Zimbabwe. A, Jomo Kenyatta of Kenya. B, Teodoro Obiang of Equatorial Guinea. C, Nelson Mandela of South Africa. And D, Robert Mugabe of Zimbabwe.
D.
No, actually it's B. It's Teodoro Obiang. Currently still serving at the Equatorial Guinea. Okay. Okay, this question is a little bit home-based. You guys should get this answer correct, but I don't know. The value of Ubuntu is best reflected in one of the following options. A, the idea of human kindness. B, the high value placed on relationship building and loyalty in Black, Colored, and Indian South African communities. C, the Zulu proverb that says, a person is only a person because of other people. D, both A and C, or E, all of the above.
All of the above.
D.
All of the above.
D.
Yes, E, all of the above. Perfect. Next question. Number 7. How many official languages are there in South Africa? Is it A, 4, B, 7, C, 11, D, 14?
11.
Correct. Okay. Number 8. Which country in South Africa is completely encapsulated by South Africa? Is it A, Swaziland, B, Malawi, C, Lesotho, or D, Zambia? The question is, which country is landlocked by South Africa?
Lesotho.
Correct. The answer is Lesotho. Number 9. How many awards does Zahara have in total? Number A. Don't worry, the options will be listed. And I need you to think about this. Number A, 5. Number B, 20. Number C, 35. And number D, 52.
Can you just repeat the options?
That's 5.
Number A, 5. Number B, 20. Number C, 35. And number D, 52.
Yeah, kind of 52.
5.
52. 52. It's correct. It's okay. The last question is, which South African Idol's judge did not return for season 18? Is it A, Somizi, B, Proverb, C, Unatinkai, or D, Tembisiete? I'll repeat the question and the options. Which South African judge did not return for Idol season 18? A, Somizi, B, Proverb, C, Unatinkai, or D, Tembisiete? Think about this.
So amazing. So amazing.
The answer is incorrect. It's Natingai.
Oh.
So you missed the total number of questions by 1. You could have, so far you got 6 out of 10 answers correct. But fear not, if you get 8 correct in the next category, then you still will be salvaged. Okay. So the next category of questions. So the next category of questions, okay, has to do with human rights. Because it's Human Rights Month and we are commemorating the people of Sharpeville who were brutally murdered by the apartheid government in 1960, we will ask questions pertaining to human rights. So question 1, violation of human rights includes one of the following options. A, sexual exploitation of women. B, child marriage. C, child labor. D, all of the above.
All of the above.
Correct. Number 2, on what day is Human Rights Day celebrated in South Africa? Number A, 10 March. Number B, 16 March. Number C, 21 March. And number D, 30 March.
21 March.
21 March.
Perfect, correct. World Human Rights Day is celebrated on A, the 10th of February, B, the 14th of January, C, the 14th of November, or D, the 10th of December.
The 14th of November.
It's incorrect. It's the 10th of December. Okay. When did the Human Rights Act of 1998 come into force? Okay. Number A, the 15th of December, 1998. Number B, the 2nd of October, 2000. Number C, the 1st of January, 1999. Or number D, sorry, the 20th of October, 1998. I'll repeat the question. When did the Human Rights Act of 1998 come into force? Number A, the 15th of December, 1998. Number B, the 2nd of October, 2000. Number C, the 1st of January, 1999. And number D, the 20th of October, 1998.
D.
It's A.
The act of, it's 1998, it's in the name.
Exactly, it's 1998, it's A.
Oh, 1998 is D.
A is 1998. You repeat the question.
Yeah.
When did the
Can you give us the option?
When did the Human Rights Act of 1998 come into force? Is it A, the 15th of December, 1998, B, the 2nd of October, 2000, C, the 1st of January, 1999, or D, the 20th of October, 1998?
It's between A and D. So I have to choose A. No, we don't. We have to choose. We'll end up with D because it's in the math is in almost to the end of a year. So it's in A. It has to be day. Can't be in February. You can't because look, the government is not open.
Okay, it's D.
It's A. Sorry, it's B actually. It's the 2nd of October, 2000. When it came into force. Not when it was drafted, when it came into force, when it was effected into law. Okay. Number 5. What freedom gives you the right to say anything you want as long as you're not threatening the safety of anyone? I'm going to repeat the question. What freedom gives you the right to say anything you want as long as you're not threatening the safety of anyone? Is it A, press, B, petition, C, assembly, or D, speech?
D.
Correct. Okay. The following should describe freedom of movement and residence. Okay. Is it A, everyone has the right to freedom of movement? B, everyone has the right to leave the Republic of South Africa? C, everyone has the right to a passport? Or D, all of the above? Which of the characteristics describe freedom of movement and residence? Is it A, everyone has the right to freedom of movement? B, everyone has the right to leave the Republic? C, every citizen has the right to a passport? And D, all of the above?
It's D, all of the above.
Correct.
It's D, all of the above.
Absolutely, it's all of the above.
Yeah.
Question 7. Okay. Yelling fire is a violation of which right? Is it A, speech? B, petition? C, press? Or D, assembly? Yelling
what was
fire. Yes, I'm going to repeat it.
Yelling
fire. Yelling fire
Oh.
is a violation of which right? I'm going to repeat the options. Is it A, speech? B, petition? C, press? Or D, assembly? I'll repeat the question one more time. Yelling fire is a violation of which right? Is it A, speech? B, petition? C, press? And D, assembly?
D, assembly. Assembly.
Wrong. It's actually A. You are yelling. You are yelling. So the answer is speech. But anyway, let's move on. Why is protecting the right to freedom of what you call this? Freedom of expression important? I'm going to repeat the question. Why is protecting the right to freedom of expression important? A, promotes individual growth and human dignity. B, allows for the creation of religion. C, can incite violence against the government. And D, right to bear arms, so right to bear weapons. Which one is it? Can I repeat the options?
Yeah. Can you repeat the question? The whole question.
Okay. Why is protecting the right to freedom of expression important? Is it because A, it promotes individual growth and human dignity? Is it because B, it allows for the creation of religion? Is it because C, it can incite violence against the government? Or is it because D, it entitles people the right to bear arms, to bear weapons?
A.
No.
Correct.
Can you repeat?
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. What is this year's theme for freedom, for Human Rights Day? Sorry. What is this year's theme for Human Rights Day? Is it A, freedom of movement and residence? B, the year of unity, socio-economic renewal, and nation building? C, recover better, stand up for human rights? Or D, youth standing up for human rights? I'll repeat the question. What is this year's theme for Human Rights Day? Is it A, freedom of movement and residence? B, the year of unity, socio-economic renewal, and nation building? C, recover better, stand up for human rights? Or D, youth standing up for human rights?
I will go for B.
Close. It's actually A, freedom of movement and residence. Okay. Next question, last question for this round. What is equality? Okay, is it A, certain groups of people have more rights than others? Is it B, rights and opportunities are available to everyone? Is it C, some groups of people have rights that are then taken away? Or is it D, every different group of people has to fight for their group's rights? Is it A, certain groups of people have more rights than others? B, rights and opportunities are available to everyone? C, groups of people have rights that are then taken away? Or D, every different group of people has to fight for their group's rights? That's
B. It's B.
Yes, correct. It's B. You guys were close. You missed the minimum number of questions by 2 points. But fear not. This round of activities might or might not save you. Okay. So let's talk about this one. This is a more practical one. We're gonna be doing the squirrel challenge. And how it works is one of you guys must stuff your mouth with marshmallows and then mumble the word, each word that I'm sending to you guys. I'm going to send you a list of 5 words. With each word, you eat a marshmallow. And then the person must try saying that word, but not say it completely. And you, the other person, must guess what they are saying. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yes. And with each word, a marshmallow is added. So there's 5 words. So this means the maximum of the marshmallows in the mouth must be 5. Is that understood? Okay. Give me a second. Let me send Anya the list of words. Okay.
Guys, so you know the culture. I can't believe the hard one 2 hours.
And please, whichever friend who has the words must please check the WhatsApp, and then whoever will be what you call this. So how it works is you, the friend, are gonna read those words, but while your mouth is stuffed with marshmallows. Is that understood? So without further ado, let's begin. Salati, so do you have the words?
Accounting.
Stuff another marshmallow.
Yeah, she just said another one.
Strawberry. Mission.
Mission.
Meter.
No, skip. Next word. You got it wrong. Next word.
Diamond.
Okay.
That was rough.
It was a rough one. The fourth word was matter, not meter.
Matter.
Oh, matter.
Okay. So yes. So this concludes today's episode of the quiz. It was amazing participating with you guys. And just before I end the show, yes, you will be updated whether you want. There's just different groups that needs to, participate as well. And yes, thank you so much for participating and taking the time to, welcome me as your host. I really did enjoy this game, and I hope you guys enjoyed too. And I hope you guys learned from this show. So without further ado,